Good morning. This is Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church with your thoughts for Tuesday. Today I want us to consider the 37th Psalm again, where David calls for God's followers to turn over their future and all of their ways to the Lord. He says in Psalm 37:5, "Commit your way to the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass." You know, when we look into the future, it seems frightening sometimes. What's going to happen to our nation? What are people even thinking nowadays? And the question is, what's going to happen next? If we should look all around us and maybe listen to the news every day, we would be so frightened and we'd be hesitant even about going forward every day. So the psalmist says, commit your way to the Lord. It's a picture of a man that has been carrying this heavy burden that is actually too much for his shoulders to bear. And he passes it off to someone else who is so much more able to carry it for him. We cast our cares upon him. 1 Peter 5:7 says, "Cast all your cares upon him, for he careth for you." Those anxieties that we are facing, he wants those things. Commit your way to the Lord. And it encourages us to recognize that my future is in the hands of an almighty God. I'm going to give it over to him. He says, trust also in him, which means I'm not just giving up on the future, all right? I'm actually entrusting it to an almighty and an omniscient God who can handle these things, and pray and hope that his will be done. This is a beautiful picture of faith here. The future seems uncertain, but God is certain, and his Spirit is able to keep that which I've committed unto him. Psalm 55 and verse 22 says, "Cast your burden upon the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never allow the righteous to be shaken. He shall bring it to pass." God's got the future, right? He is able to carry it out in accordance with his will, and he will not allow the righteous to be shaken. Psalm 37:6 goes on to say, "And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday." To make our light shine in a dark world is so important today. And the key to entrusting our way to the Lord is committing our future to God and trusting him with all our fears and our anxieties, because complete trust should really erase anxiety and fear and should bring peace. Commit your future to the Lord today. Pray for our nation and pray for God's will to be done, and he will bring it to pass.